What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 1s to look at. The Air Jordan 1 Retro High. Now this is the band colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker this time, like it's an Air Jordan 1 sneaker, but they actually did, switch things up a little bit. They did go ahead and give us this all black box here. Now on the box lid, you do have the letter X, and it does kind of have like, that kind of paintbrush kind of appeal going on here, and it is like glossed out in black, and then pretty much throughout the entire box it is all black, but you do see more of the letter X both glossed out in black, and then you also see it there on this side in red. The bottom portion of the box doesn't really have too much going on. It is all black, but they do have like, the Jordan branding here, and then they have some copyright information. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 1 Retro High Band. The colorway says black, varsity red, and then white. So when you do open the box, and then up underneath, it's not really too much going on. It's just kind of like, this brown, light brown cardboard box. And you do have like, the Imagine If text there in black, and then you do have like the Jordan Wings logo there. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the most part. Nothing really too special as far as like, the packaging on the inside is just like, a regular box. So you have like this plain white tissue paper here. From up under that, you are actually met with the sneaker itself. We have seen like the Air Jordan 1 band, like, what they call it, like, the bread as well. We've seen this color kind of retro quite a few times. So, it's definitely like a few things on this sneaker that is a little bit different than like, the Air Jordan 1 band. Just like, the cuts of leather and things like that. The other most noticeable difference is also like, that letter X on the back here. And it does kind of play into the story. This is an excellent sneaker. I love the quality, excellent story behind it and everything. But at the end of the day, it is a little bit different than you would expect from most Air Jordan 1 high sneakers. So I'm definitely glad that I was able to get like a pair of these on the channel to review for you guys and, add to the collection. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Air Jordan 1 band high. Let's go. Right sneaker. So just like we do with most sneakers, we're going to start with the right sneaker like always. But from hindsight, it does look like what you would expect from most, like, any other Air Jordan 1 sneaker. Now, the most noticeable difference on this one, going towards like the ankle collar area, if you notice this cut going around here in the red leather here, that is a little bit, it is kind of like, descend kind of like, lower than most Air Jordan 1 sneakers. But it does look just like, like I mentioned before, it looks like, any other bread, Jordan 1. But it's just like the cuts of leather that were actually a little bit different on this one here. So on the lateral side, let's just start with the top panel here in red. So you do have that Air Jordan 1 Wings logo there in black. You do also have a hit of the red going back here on the heel portion. They did give you this red Nike swoosh here, and it is kind of like, stitched in red here as well. The mid portion of the sneaker is in all, it is leather, but it's this black dot leather here. The cuts around like the leather on this and going towards like the toe box area, they're a little bit more, prominent. As far as like, with most Air Jordan 1 sneakers, just kind of like they'll have like these rough cuts of leather. Either way is fine for me, but that was like one thing that I noticed that was a little bit different from this one to any other, high OG. You do have like, this hit of black leather right here around like, you know, the lace holes as well. And then there's like, you know, more black leather going towards like, you know, the front toe box area. The midsole here is in all white, and then they did have like, you know, that hit of varsity red going towards the bottom. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the lateral side of the sneaker. Switching things over, going towards the front toe box area, you do have this hit of red dyed leather here for the toe box, and it is perforated just like, you know, most Air Jordan 1 sneakers. You do have this black mud guard situation here. Now the mud guard, it does have like, you know, a more, you know, kind of defined like, you know, cut for the leather here. On most Air Jordan 1s, it kind of be like more of a rough cut. Again, it doesn't make or break the sneaker. It's just like, you know, one of those things that I did find to be, you know, a little bit different than most Air Jordan 1 sneakers. Now the sneaker did come pre-laced, and it did have like, you know, these flat red laces here, and they did give us a few lace options. Also with these laces, one thing that I did notice, they did give us these black lace tips here, and on one it does say imagine, well, one side says imagine and then the other one says if, and then it does have a question mark there. The tongue of the sneaker, now it is composed of like, you know, this nylon, well, a mesh material, but it is kind of different than most Air Jordan 1 sneakers. And then on the top here for the tongue, you do get this black tab here, and they do have the Nike Air branding there in red. On the inside of the tongue, it has like this black outline, but it is like, you know, white on the inside of the tongue area. Now the inside of the sneaker, one thing that you will actually see is like, you know, they do have like, you know, these this red and then these gray X's, and then they do have this date here, 10/18/85. The insole of the sneaker, it is all white, and it does have like, you know, the red band X there as well. And that's pretty much it for the inside. Now going towards the medial side of the sneaker, it is consistent with the other side, so you do have these red panels here up top, and then going towards the back heel, you do have this red dyed leather Nike swoosh, more black leather here going toward the mid portion, going toward the front toe box, and then you do see you know, more of that white midsole with the varsity red showing up underneath. That's pretty much it for the medial side. Now switching things over, going towards the rear of the sneaker, the highlight of the sneaker, you do have that red, that gloss red band X on the heel. You do see more of that red dyed leather there, and then you do have this red leather tab, and then you do have like these hits of black leather showing up, you know, coming ascending from like both sides of the sneaker here, and then going around the lace, the ankle collar of the sneaker, you do have more of this black leather here, and that's pretty much it for the rear. Now going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker, it does look pretty much what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 1 sneaker. It is all red, well, varsity red as they put on the packaging, and they do have this circular traction here going up towards the toe area, more of that standard Air Jordan 1 traction going towards the heel of the foot, and then you do have this Nike branding here with the swoosh there smack dead in the middle of the sneaker. And again, it's just all varsity red, but again, nothing too different from any other Air Jordan 1 sneaker. And again, the sneaker did come with a few different lace options. So like inside this lace bag, you do have these white and black laces, and they do have like, you know, the imagine if on the lace tips, just like the red default laces that come inside the sneaker as well. And that's pretty much it. The left sneaker is pretty consistent with the right. Everything as far as like, you know, all details, everything is pretty much the same. The insole of the sneaker is pretty much the same as well too, so it is all white, and you do have that red X, and then you do have the glossed out, you know, red X on the back of the heel as well. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this sneaker. If I was actually to rate this one, you guessed it, 10 out of 10. I'm an Air Jordan 1 fan. I felt like, you know, the story behind this one was excellent. I love the red X on the back, even though, like, you know, we've seen, like, you know, red, you know, Air Jordan 1s retro quite a few times. I just feel like, you know, this is one of the retros that actually kind of, like, you know, stood out. The X isn't something that we're really used to on most Air Jordan 1 sneakers. So, like, yeah, man, I'm here for it. As far as comfort and sizing, the sneaker does fit just like any other Air Jordan 1. So for me, that's actually true to size. Comfort is just like any other Air Jordan 1. So, like, yeah, nothing really too, like, different there. But yeah, man, 10 out of 10, excellent comfort, just like any other Air Jordan 1. But I definitely want to take the time to shout out the vendor who actually gifted me these sneakers so I can review for you guys on the channel. But I do encourage you guys to always stay engaged with me. I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, I'm on X, I'm on TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a 360 like I always do, and then I'm gonna hit you with a B-roll. But there you go. Air Jordan 1 Retro High Band. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right. There's the lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion. There's the medial side. And then there's the rear. But again, I thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.